Okay, Hello again YouTube, I'm Fr33Lanc3r and this is Dungeon Siege, which, if you'll remember, I was playing last time. So I've just entered this wonderful place called the Crypts. The Crypts of the Sacred Blood, I believe. I don't remember the name. In any case, this is the first major dungeon of the game, and yeah, I'm hoping I can get it done in one playthrough. I don't know if that'll be one video, but yeah, I may end up splitting this up to avoid a 40-minute video. Alright, my inventory's semi-full. I'm just going to put all these spells I'm not going to use anyway. That one's already in there. So yeah, I'm mucking around with the sound settings as well and how my mic's placed, so yeah, so we'll see how it turns out. And I can't shoot fireballs. Crap. Anyway, so these are basically the main portion of Dungeon Siege. Pretty much the area between every town is one of these dungeons, and each dungeon will have its own giant boss at the end. Most of them will have their own giant boss at the end, and little secret paths and traps and all those wonderful things you come to expect from dungeons. Yeah. And as far as dungeons go, this one's a good introduction of the whole thing. No, this door is the way. They'll all have their own enemies. And more skeletons. If I remember, I picked up. Alright, I can't use that yet, but it's basically multiple fire shot. So I'll definitely be using that one when the opportunity presents itself. Come on. The problem with the way they've done spells in this game is it's so easy to miss with them. Kind of a mini boss. He's a little bit tougher, and he will kill me in a couple of swipes if I'm not careful. And until I've picked up enough party members to actually have someone that serves the meat shield for me. This is pretty much how the game will go. Ow. So he's dropped a nice bunch of items that if I was a melee player I would happily be wearing right now. And a awesome shield, which an okay shield for this part of the game. And a nice little axe. Something wrong with my frame rate here. Aha! Secret area. Pretty much just waiting for combat magic to go up so I can start using fire spray. But until then... Ow. And now my inventory's full again. One of these bows is rubbish. That one is... I'm gonna need those leather gloves, I believe. So I'm keeping a couple of bows in my inventory because the next character I find is going to be an archer. It's not till the end of this dungeon, but I don't know if I'll be picking up decent bows in the meantime, so... So yeah, that was good traps. Pick up the gold and they spit some fireballs at you. We end up with a whole hallway of those fire traps in this dungeon, so best to introduce them early. I'll just close that secret area back up. And secret area number 2. I think these ones are called Crypts of Sacred Blood. That gives you any indication of how friendly a place these are. Doorway. Okay, taking either of those is going to close this door up. Because this door's got big health potion. It's not something I'm willing to do right now. See? Why was I holding another knife? Oh. Lovely magic boots now. Give me a bit of health boost and a bit more armor, which is always fun. That's a weird place for a level. Oh. Ah. Maybe it wasn't near the end. Alright, that's a useless spellbook. Picking it up. Opens up the cap. Oh, stop moving around. So, another skill book. Yeah. So, this guy pretty much founded the next town that we're going to find ourselves in. Unfortunately, the books aren't worth much, otherwise I might be tempted to carry them around. But more secrets. About this is where being a squishy wizard is a bit of a pain. Alright. Wow. This is a pointless room. Well, I suppose it did hold a skeleton, but... all that way to go for a nice, well, semi-nice melee weapon. Die, Skellington. Die again. Entirely certain what sits on that bottom. It's not going to do as much damage. But I'm not going to need that. Does kind of send them out in an arc, which is nice. Which is a bit of crowd control. That silliness was unnecessary. I like how he's just sitting there. It's like, yeah, it's all cool. You can beat up my buddies. I remember Fr33 being a much better spell. It's a little bit disappointing, actually. Oh. Guard before it does any damage. dump that. Pick up an extra copy of fire spray. Managed to drink through a whole potion. The other thing I like about this game is it uses the smallest potion first. I've played too many games that just uses the whole. It ignores all the smaller ones that you can just finish until they yield and takes half of you. Just increase the intelligence, still can't work out to shoot where I tell him to. Again. Stuff, let's drop those. Go away. Acid gas. Might give it a try for a while. Don't recall ever using it. But I'm coming to the end of the dungeon. That would be why. Absolutely useless for breaking those open. You know what? The first melee fighter I find is going to have better stuff than that anyway. Somewhere anyway. Hang on, Mr. Sarcophagus. Because that's not creepy at all. Here's the dungeon boss. Great big gargoyle. Drop the awesome bow. He pretty much drops either a really cool bow or a short sword. Oh, a gladius.
You are either a hero or the most spectacular fool I've ever had the good fortune to meet. Whoever you are, accept my thanks. I am the scribe Eulora. Another day forced to translate tomb markers for the Krug, and I'd have gone as mad as old Prince Edward. These thick-headed brutes barely understand fire. How can they have now mastered necromancy? This does not bode well, but I doubt we'll learn more here. I think there's an exit just to the east of here. Shall we travel together?
Alright, so it turns out the Krug are the ones that are doing all the skeletons, and they roped this girl into translating the old markings for them. So she's offered to join my team, and she's basic level, but she's leveled towards range.
My thanks.
Better with range.
I did not
so
cherish the thought of finding my way.
So I'm basically going to sort out which one's the better option. Hang on, is her hat is better than mine. Ah. And my frame rate died for a moment there. Okay. Inventory management. Alright, she doesn't need that. And probably should give her some of these. I should have tried playing this on the other one, on the expansion, because the expansion gives you an option to just automatically do it, automatically separate your potions. But oh, okay, there you go. Lovely little bit of lore that I'm not going to get into about the church here. In any case. And that autosave got us to the end of the tombs. And we're back out in daylight again. I'll just show off some of So basically, when I tell it to attack everything, when I tell them to attack stuff now, the both of them will get into it. And that's just knocked her out. It's okay, she'll get back up in a bit. Provided I don't fall down too. Yeah, she'll get back up in a second and be okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that's the first dungeon of Dungeon Siege. It's by far the shortest, yes. But yeah. Hopefully next time I'll get my way through the first town and, yeah, sort all of that out. Until then, this is Fr33Lanc3r signing off.